This video is going to be a lot more personal. Don't worry, we're still going to cover health span, longevity, and physical fitness. But as important as those things are, what we're covering today may be considered more of a soft science than a hard science. And I'm not going to give you a bunch of research. And you're probably saying, hey, Andrew, you told us that you were only going to give us information that was backed up by scientific literature. And I'm going to say, hey, true, but this is more of a soft science. This is more the art of longevity and health span rather than the meat and potatoes, okay? But at the end of this is more the grayish area. I think we're gonna find that this is more important than the food that you eat and how fast you run on that treadmill and how much weight you can lift. Pretty bold statements, right? Especially coming from me. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm always be intentional, be focused, do an RPE of 1, make sure that you maximize your VO2 and on. But this really softened my heart. You'll see why. From my viewer, Quick Step 1, clever YouTube handle, right? You'll see why it's even more brilliant as we actually read from his comment. Here we go. I am an 86-year-old male. I don't do any strength training or push-ups, squats, no lifting weights, but I reached this old age by just dancing to a variety of dancing styles. I have been dancing for over 40 years. Since I retired at age 65, I have been dancing and still dancing and attending dance parties 4 to 5 times a week for at least 2 hours. Dancing stimulates my brain, engages me in social interaction, and most of all, life while exercising. Salsa, bachata parties is more fun than lifting weights or push-ups. Isn't that great? So I wrote back to Quick Step and I said, hey, I'm impressed. This is a great story. And I told him, yeah, I bet you that dancing is a lot more fun than lifting weights. And I hadn't heard of bachata, so I looked it up on YouTube and found that it's kind of a sensual Latin style of dance. So I'm thinking, Quick Step, yeah, he's getting some hip action with the ladies. I think that romancing is helping to keep him young as well. So thank you, Quick Step 1, because you have been the catalyst for today's video theme, and that is going to be live life, live long. Yes, the soft science of social interaction and connection may not sound as sexy as, six-pack abs or some supplement that you can buy on Amazon. Supportive, meaningful relationships have been shown to contribute to longer life. Sharing your life with someone is not only personally important, but it's been shown that it can help decrease damage to those degenerative old age-related diseases, even more so than not smoking or exercise can. An 80-year study led by Robert Waldinger at Harvard showed that those with closer connections had greater happiness, and they were also able to ward off physical and mental decline associated with old age. Research done in the blue zones are the areas of the world where people on average tend to live longer, is that they had one thing in common, and that was they had strong family bonds, tight-knit community, and strong social ties. So we can see the most important element to our life is our happiness and that internal satisfaction that we have with ourselves. And that is often based on the strong social ties and that connection that we have with other people. This helps give us a longer life with more enjoyment than one that does not have that. This leads us back to the dance. It provides us with 3 vital areas to help our health span. And that is 1, the social interaction component, 2, the cognitive, because it is so helpful with problem solving, and 3, it's very physical. A published study has shown that those people who have a lot of social interaction and connection, like those who regularly do dance, can ward off and do indeed have less dementia. And of course, the very physical aspect of training helps us with our physical fitness as well. And it does so in a very different way than the traditional exercising does. You see, dancing opens up the neurocircuitry of play. The dynamic movement of dance engages the primary motor cortex, and it opens up pathways for the neuroplasticity. And whereas with exercise, that's more linear. And so with dance, you're opening up other areas of the brain and stimulating them rather than what straight up exercise can do. And as you may have heard, dance therapy has been used to alleviate the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. It has helped reduce anxiety, increased vigor levels, and help with overall areas of discomfort that are associated with Parkinson's disease. And another benefit that you're getting is the aerobic training from dancing. A lot of these dances that Quick Step 1 is doing is putting him in zone 2 for quite an extended level of time. So that's getting a wide base of the cardiovascular robustness that you need. And then you're getting your peak VO2 max training with dances like salsa, because the tempo is going up and down. So you are doing like an interval HIIT training. And as I am always telling you, VO2 max is the greatest indicator of your longevity. Now, I did do a little follow-up with Quick Step 1 about his strength and found that it was a little on the low side, that he was a little weaker than probably he should be. So the dance is working great for him to help get his aerobic training in and get his cardio training where it needs to be. But half that week still needs to be in resistance training, because after age 50, every year you'll lose 1 to 3% of your lean muscle mass. And that will lead to sarcopenia if you don't get on it and you do not do something to maintain it. So get that lean muscle mass, get that in place, and don't forget to have 1 gram per pound of body weight for your protein intake. I believe that the main takeaway we can get from Quick Step 1 is that you've got to find something that you're passionate about, got to find something that you love, got to find something that's going to give you that fire in the belly. You can look forward to it. That's really the key to healthspan, living those longer years and then being quality years that you are finding things that you really enjoy to do. So you weave those into your fitness plan, okay? You incorporate the things that you enjoy into your training regimen as much as you possibly can. Make sure you've got those social ties in there. You've got those kind of social connections, so that is helping bond you to what you have to look forward to, whether it's working out with your partner or it's working out with your best friend, whatever it is. Get that incorporated, because that's going to make the difference between you getting up in the morning, being excited about doing that physical fitness, and it being more of an enjoyment than it being a chore. I'm here for you. Leave a comment below if you're struggling with something. Let me know what it is. I'll help you the very best that I can. If you got success stories, love to hear those like we got from Quick Step 1, and anything else that you want to share with this community, this YouTube channel that we've built here, please do so. And leave a like. That makes me feel great. And let's other people 50 plus, those men 50 plus, find this channel and be able to get the benefits from it. So, and if you haven't yet, subscribe, and we are going to drive forward into the future together working on these things. So with great sincerity, great love, and encouragement, I ask you to please find those things that matter to you most and incorporate those into your life. Get that as part of your physical training, and you will have the greatest, the best future years ahead of you. See you next time, and don't forget to plus it.